activate the powers of the Super 7 stone to come together for this intention. My intention is that my body is healthy. I ask copper to come into the present time. I ask your power to enhance this energy back to Super 7. I ask Super 7 to come all together back to Shanghai to filter everything that does not align with my body, with my physical body, back to Super 7 to come all together with the same intention, back to smoky quartz. The point of a crystal grid is to set an intention by using sacred geometry that can be found all over the world, in our universe, and in us too. For instance, the crystals are right now in the flower of life, which is this one right here on my right without the crystals. We also have the Metatron's cube on my left. Let me show you around to the other ones that we have. And we have this one right here, which is the biggest one that we have. And let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so back to the basics. The first thing that you will need is a quartz generator. It can be any type of generator as long as it has quartz in it. Let me show you a few examples. We will be using Super 7 because of my intention, which I will explain next. And a generator is a hexagonal shape with a pointy top because the intention is to raise the energy, okay? And this is one example. Here's another example of a generator. Pointy top, flat bottom, okay? That's what you need to look for. Right now, the size and the number of sides, it doesn't matter, okay? It is as powerful. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, okay? So top, bottom. All right, so after that, you have to set an intention, okay? And based on your intention, you will gather the crystals that you will need. So for instance, my intention for this grid is to clear the energy and to release what's no longer serving me in my physical body, okay? All right, you guys, so we're starting from scratch. I remove all the crystals so you can see how it works. So the first thing that you need to do is write down your intention. This is very important. I have noticed that nobody really writes them down. They just say it out loud and they expect their mind to remember in 3 months. At least mine doesn't remember. So the first thing I do is get a little paper. I have this one nice and cute because I'm a visual learner, and I write the intention twice. Why do I do that? Because the first intention, you're going to leave it on the grid, and the second intention, it will be for you to remember what you wrote for that grid, okay? So based on the crystals that I chose, on what comes into my mind, I'm thinking about my physical body, right? So just bringing health to my physical body and to release what is no longer serving me. So I'm going to write it down. And when you write your intention, and it is very important that you write in the present time. Why is that? Because when you are asking, and at this point you can say whoever you believe in, the universe, the God, the source, whatever you want to call it, they don't understand time. Okay, time is very 3D. And when we say, okay, for instance, I have here my physical body, and let's say that I've had issues with my body and I just want to feel healthy, right? So what I wrote here is physical body, and my body is healthy. I did not write I want my body to be healthy. I want my body, because when you say want, you're not being very specific. So one could be in 6 months, in 1 year, in 5 years. So when you write your intentions, always make sure that you're speaking on the present time, because that's the energy that you're trying to attract. Okay, remember, the universe, the source, what you believe in, does not work with timelines, does not know what was yesterday, what was today. All it knows is that that's the energy that you're trying to attract. Okay, so once you have that, you're going to fold this. For me, the number that comes into my mind is 6, which is my life path, and I would write about that in my description and how to get yours. And you're just going to fold it based on the number that comes into your mind. Okay, this is not mandatory, but I have done this in the past and it works for me. So you're going to fold it 6 times, or whatever number that you have. So it's going to be, I will do this on the side, excuse me, 1, oh, 2, 3, all right, so I attempted to fold this 6 times, but it was not working for me. In this case, I would just let it be. Sometimes the paper doesn't want to be folded, and maybe because of the size of the paper, or just that's how it is to be. So just go with the flow. Okay, don't fight this, it should be easy. You're going to put it in the center. Once you have that, you're going to set your space. So it could be anything, it could be Palo Santo, or sage. And where's mine? Oh, here it is. So go and put it up. And you always want to set your space for this, because you just want to clear whatever's around you at this time. And here we go. To set your space. Trying to give you a little bit of that. This will clear the crystals too that we have, and now we're going to use it. Alright, so once you have that, guys, this is very relaxing. I know that some of you have kids. I don't have kids yet, so I know it's hard to find a place to just disconnect, but just try it. Even for 2 minutes, just go in the bathroom and hide. All right, so you have your grid, your intention is good to go. Now look for your crystals. What crystals align with that intention? Okay, so for me, we have shungite. Okay, shungite is a filter. Shungite is a purifier. Shungite is 99% carbon. Okay, it actually filters water. If you don't believe me, check your filter and look at the number one ingredient is carbon. Okay, I'm also using smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is also a grounding stone. Okay, it works with people that spend a lot of time in their heads. I usually see this with air signs that they can't really ground an idea and execute it. Smoky quartz is also good with finances, and it helps you get away from the chaos when it comes to crowded spaces. So I'm putting this in the grid to push away whatever is not aligning with my body. Okay, so we have that. I also picked copper. Here we go. Copper is a conductor and an enhancer of energy. Together with quartz, it is extremely powerful. I actually saw a video the other day and I wish I could find it. It was a man that explained that if you put copper with quartz and you use it for acupuncture, that it can actually be better than acupuncture. I don't know if that's true because I have done acupuncture, so I will need to try it out and see if I get more of a benefit from doing that. But yes, I am using this to enhance the energy of my grid. Okay, and I chose Super 7 because it is known to have 7 powerful stones into one. It combines amethyst, smoky quartz, rutile, clear quartz, goldite, cacastonite, and lepidocrosite. And my apologies if I didn't pronounce it the correct way. English is my second language. Anyways, so I picked this because each stone can offer something in particular, something very special. Amethyst is here to calm us, to give us balance, and to get away from the anxiety, get it away from no longer serving us, and be in touch with our bodies and our feelings. Clear quartz, it amplifies and magnifies whatever you are attracting. Then we have goethite. Goethite is really good for grief and connecting you to the earth. Okay, so it's a grounding stone. Rutile is really here for balance and to attract harmony. Okay, it's also called angel hair. Cacastonite is for transformation with oneself and connecting to the divine. Lepidocrosite is really powerful for PTSD, from what I have gathered from people who have used it. And it is also very good for those who are suffering from ADHD. All right, guys, so to activate the grid, you would need a double terminated wand. Okay, what is a double terminated wand? It is a wand that you can send and receive energy. That it looks like this. Go. White quartz. Quartz, remember, like I said, and it amplifies and magnifies. So whatever you're attracting, it just makes it bigger. Okay, it makes it bigger and it attracts it. And remember that clear quartz has the highest vibration in the gem world. Okay, so this is why it is important. It needs to be double terminated. Okay, because you have to activate, you are gathering the energy, okay, from the universe, from the source, and you're activating your stones with it. Okay, so that's important, and that's it. That's all you need. And here we go. So to get the grid ready, what I usually do is, like I said, I clear the air, which is what I did, and I open a circle. You do not have to do this. This is not mandatory. And as a matter of fact, let me be clear. Everything that I'm doing right now is not mandatory. You will see many people do grids very different ways, so please do not judge them. This is just my way because I have noticed that it works for me and it has worked for my partner. So here we go. So I will open a circle, and how do I do that? I use a selenite wand. Okay, a selenite wand because it is white light. So I will start, let me see if I can, well, you won't be able to see it, but I'll start from the east, okay, clockwise motion, and go, so it will be like this. I will do it bigger because I'm doing it around the room, but just to give you an idea, it will be like this. Okay, so the east side is on my left side, so we'll start from the east and finish at the north. Okay, so I invite the spirit guides of the east. I invite that you can give us some clarity today. I invite air, the air healing powers to this crystal, and to help my viewers see the intention that I'm trying to make. Okay, please hold space for me and hold space for them. Thank you for being in the circle, guys and spirit guides of the south. I welcome you to this grid. I ask that you bring courage. I ask that you bring the fire into the grid, to give it warmth and to give it all your protection. Thank you for being in space. Guys and spirit guides of the west, I ask that you come into the present time. I ask for your water energy. I ask for this video just to come in a nice flow and to invite my viewers to understand what they need for themselves. So thank you for holding space for me. And guys and spirit guides of the north, which is right here for me, will be that way. I ask for you to keep us grounded, to keep us in our intention, to keep us, how do I explain this, authentic to who we are. I ask that my ancestors come into the space too, just for support and to hold space for me and my viewers. So now that the circle is open, we can start. Like I said, this is not necessary, but I do it just in case things get a little crazy. So a heads up. What I usually do, it's not really a heads up, but anyways, what I usually do is that I start to play music. Why? Music is very important. Music, the waves will get you at a level, the sound waves will get you at a level that you're no longer connected to the 3D world. Okay, so the closer you are to this spiritual world, the better it is for you. No, I can't put music for you guys because YouTube will shut it off, but you can do it on your end. So here we go. We're going to put Super 7 in the center. It will move a little bit because I'm using a drum to hold the grid. Okay, and I put back my selenite, and now we're going to put shungite, clockwise motion. So this doesn't have to be perfect, guys. You can always change it. Clockwise motion. I'll move this a little bit more. Or let me step back a little bit. Let's see what the hell I'm doing. Alright, and then let's go to the other one. Oopsie. Okay, so we have four. Why four? We have 4 elements. So you want your grid to be grounded and to have a foundation. Okay, that's the same reason why we're using wood on the bottom. Wood means foundation. Wood means that you're connecting to Mother Earth. Okay, now we're going to use copper, and I'm sorry, I should have put that first, but it doesn't matter because the grid is not activated yet. So you're going to use copper to enhance the energy. You're enhancing the energy. Okay, copper, I'm sorry, I keep going in front. You get used to this after a while. All right, smoky quartz to anchor. Guys, I have really rough hands. My spouse tells me this all the time. Okay, to anchor to 4 directions. One more time. And that's it, you're done. No, I'm just kidding, you're not done. All right, so now we're going to activate. Okay, we're going to activate the grid with the double terminator 1. And here we go. So now you're going to close your eyes. Before you do anything, close your eyes. Come to the present time and ask for what you want. And before you do anything, ask for what you want, because you will go into a trance sometimes, and then you may forget what you have to say. And this is why it's important to go back to your little note that you have here too. So I'll close my eyes, and whatever comes into your mind, you can start. So you will put this, just this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. By the way, you will see my nail, that my nail polish came off. It came off literally today trying to grab all of this, so I wasn't trying to be sloppy. But anyways, so here we go. Close your eyes. You don't need to touch the crystal, but I do it because I like to be more physical and in touch with what I'm doing. But the crystal, remember, as long as you are between 12 inches, you're still connecting to the energy. And as a matter of fact, right now I'm feeling very relaxed. I'm almost like I'm high on crystals right now. I don't know if you notice on my voice, I'm very chill. So here we go. You're going to activate the grid. And close your eyes. Oh. Okay. So I would not activate this grid for me, because this is something that I sell too. So I would just want to be careful with the intention that I'm making here. Once I'm done with this video, I will deactivate it, and I will ask for the crystals to go back to their original intention, okay? So let's say that this was for somebody else asking for a healthy body, So if I was that person, I will ask. And spirit guys, this is just for practice. This is not an actual crystal grid. I just wanted to make that clear. Dear universe, my spirit guys, my ancestors, my angels, and the source, the God, I ask that you come to the present time. I ask for my body to be healthy. I ask that you activate this grid with me, with your powers, okay? I activate the powers of the Super 7 stone to come together for this intention. My intention is that my body is healthy. I ask copper to come into the present time. I ask your power to enhance this energy back to Super 7. I ask Super 7 to come all together back to Shanghai, to filter everything that does not align with my body, with my physical body, back to Super 7 to come all together with the same intention, back to smoky quartz to push away any forces that do not align here, back to Super 7 to come out together with the same intention, back to copper to enhance my intention. So at this point, you can see that I'm saying the same thing. The goal is to keep on doing this. You can start from outside to inside, it doesn't matter, but you have to touch. Well, you don't have to touch, but you have to keep doing this, da, 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 da. And you do this, you can do it 3 times, 6 times. Just make an intention and make it worthwhile, make it special for you. How many times? I feel like if you just do it 1 time, it's not strong enough. I just want you to imagine that whenever you're doing this, you're pulling a web. So imagine that you are a spider. I know this is not what you're expecting, but I just want you to imagine that. And then as you go like this and you touch the stone, you're putting a web. Okay, you're putting a web. Some may say, I'm not there yet, but when they are on plant medicine, they could see it. Okay, the actual web. That's just how energy looks like. Okay, so the point is to whatever intention that you have, you are going to say back and forth, and it always has to touch back to what's in the center, and it needs to touch. Okay, so for instance, people may start from the outside in, so outside in, inside in, inside in, outside in, inside in, like that. That's fine too. It doesn't matter the order that you do it, as long as that you keep the same, how do I say it? It doesn't matter which parts are first, as long as you continue to follow the same pattern as you go around clockwise. Okay, so it needs to be clockwise to activate it. When you want to deactivate it, you do it counterclockwise. So excuse me, let me have some water. So let's say that you already set the intention. Now you want to deactivate it. Okay, perfect. So you go back to where you started. Well, I'm sorry, you go back to where you finished. So let's say that you did this 3 times, 6 times, and let me tell you, once you start this, you just forget time, because it's so relaxing that you keep on doing it over and over again. At first, it may be like a lot of work, but eventually you just do it so fast that you don't even realize. Okay, so imagine that you did this 3 times and then you finish here, right? So how you finish is where you start to deactivate it. So to deactivate, here we go again, the same thing. You're gonna use the same one. Gods and spirit guides, the source, the universe, my ancestors, whoever you called in that time, I ask that you deactivate this grid. I want to thank you for holding space for me, for holding the grid in its place, for holding my intention. Okay, so I deactivate the power of Shungai with Super 7. I deactivate the power of Copper with Super 7. I deactivate the power of Smoky Quartz with Super 7. So you just keep on doing it over and over again. You don't have to say the name of the crystal, that's not important, but I say it because it just reminds me the intention and why do I have them there. Okay, so you keep on doing that over and over again. Just make sure that you follow the same pattern. For instance, I don't recommend that you start outside here and then inside here. Okay, if you're going to start on the outside, you should do the outsides first. This is not really, how to explain this, I know this is not on the outside, but just follow what's next. Okay, so you start on the outside, bam bam bam, outside, outside, like that, and you always go back. Okay, so once you do that again and do that again, I deactivate. So right now I will do with you because I activated something. So I deactivate Super 7. I deactivate the powers of Copper with Super 7. I deactivate the powers of smoky quartz with Super 7. I deactivate the powers of shungite with Super 7. I deactivate the powers of copper with Super 7. I deactivate the power. Now it's deactivated. Now, things that you should consider. When it comes to an intention, the more you put, the stronger it is. But it all comes down to your intention, okay? What do I mean by that? There are oils that you can put on the stone. Just make sure that it's safe for the stones. There are oils that would activate the energy of your intention. There are plants and herbs that you can also use here. You see grids with flowers and incense and all this kind of stuff. That's great too. Just remember, it doesn't have to be big, okay? I've done grids literally on this, okay, and it's a lot smaller than this. You don't have to have a million crystals. I've seen grids that there are like hundreds, and it's like, come on. And nothing, that would be actually the basics of crystal gridding, okay? It is very exciting. I usually do them based on my intention. I always go back to that on a new moon or on a full moon. If you want to manifest something or if you want to release something, it all depends. What do you want to do? Okay, I also focus on very specific days. For instance, I know for May is the month of abundance, so I would do a grid for money, and if I want to have a promotion or like a salary increase, I would do that then. The Lion's Gate is also a good time to set a grid. Actually, I did a grid last year for the Lion's Gate for my husband and I to get a raise, and I got it like 2 months later. So guys, it's real, it's not fake, I'm not telling you. But it always comes down to this: do you believe? Do you believe in your power? Because it doesn't matter what I tell you, what the crystals do for you. Crystals are always tools that will help you, but it will never fix the problem. And let's be honest, sometimes the problems is just us, that we don't believe in it. So let's say that, for instance, I'm asking for a healthy body. Okay, well, do you believe that you can have a healthy body? Or are you just gonna keep on eating junk food every day? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it just comes down to you, okay? They're here to help you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the camera. The crystals are here for you, okay? They want to help you. They actually get very excited. I think this is why I feel a little bit more relaxed, because this is the first time that I'm playing with them in particular. So they build a relationship with you. Talk to them, give them little jobs. They love that. So for instance, let's say that this is shungite and all you want to just use is a shungite. Okay, all right, shungite. So you're going to put it on your left hand, which is your receiving hand. Okay, your left hand is your receiving hand, your right hand is your giving hand, your directing hand. So it's the masculine and the feminine. It has nothing to do with gender. Okay, so then you're gonna do that. You're gonna go ahead and close it, and then so you may say, okay, well, shungite, I want to set an intention with you. So my intention with you is to, and then you set your intention. Okay, and that's how it works. Once you feel that you have that intention, that it has happened already, you can go ahead and release the stone from that intention, and you can continue to work with it. Okay, but a few things that helped me out when I first started is that when I first started, I got very frustrated. Because I kept forgetting what I had to say, and that's fine too. Okay, it doesn't matter. As long as your intention is real, trust me, the one that you follow and believe in, and the source and the universe understands, okay? As long as you're clear, just make it clear, make it on the present time, and you should be fine. If not, the same thing, you can deactivate the grid. If you think that you fucked up, that's fine, just deactivate the grid and then activate it again. There's no problem. I recommend putting this grid based on your intention. Now, so for instance, in this particular grid, let's talk about feng shui a little bit. So feng shui, there's a lot of things that are out there. I've been reading a few books, but it's all about direction, and it's all about how the natural world can help you, right, in your life. So for instance, when it comes to health, it's in the center of your home. But if you do not want to be that weird person that has a crystal grid, I'm just kidding, you're not weird. I'm saying that because people just look at me sometimes like, oh my gosh, she's so strange. Well, she has crystals everywhere. But anyways, you can put it in the center of your home, and could be in the center of any room where you could possibly put it, or just set an intention for the crystal itself. Speak to it. It is alive, okay? It is not, it's energy, guys, okay? This is not about religion. This is not about that you have to believe in a particular person, or just is the energy of the earth and the universe that flows within the crystals, okay? So thank you for watching. Just letting you know, all of this is available at the shop, sacredowlhealers.com. You will get 10% off there. And yes, the only thing that is not available is the double terminator, because I actually can't find them for this size. I don't know what's happening. So I will be in Denver soon, and hopefully I find them. And yes, guys, have a great day. Till next time. Hi guys, I actually forgot to record the part where you close the circle that I opened. So let me show you just real quick. You're going to close the circle counterclockwise, the same way that you deactivate a grid. So the same way I finish on the north, so I would start at the north, okay? So I will close my eyes. Guys and spirit guides from the north, thank you for holding space for me. Thank you for holding the intention that I set today. Thank you for keeping me grounded. Thank you, ancestors, for being here. Thank you for holding space. You can now leave the circle. Do like a little circle again. Gods and spirit guides of the west, thank you for holding space for me. Thank you for the flow that you brought in today. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for your water energy. Thank you for all the space. You can now leave the circle. Gods and spirit guides of the south, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for your warmth and for being here and for holding space. You can now leave the circle. Gods and spirits of the west, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the space. Thank you for your air energy. Thank you for your mind. Thank you for being here. You can knock the circle. And just so you know, you can also use your fingers, okay? Whenever you don't have tools, your fingers are very powerful, okay? Especially the index finger. So you can always use your finger counterclockwise, and it has been deactivated, okay? Also, that I did not explain this. The reason why I put the cords, okay, they're facing outwards. You can put it outwards. I don't know if you noticed that. It's out, it's not in. It's not like this, okay? It's because I want this energy to go out, okay, not in. So whatever is out there that may be affecting anyone's physical body, I just I just want it to go away. So if you're manifesting something in particular to you that it has nothing to do with expelling negative energies or anything similar like that, you can always turn it, okay? So that's the only tip. I hope I didn't forget anything else. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.